Hi, this is Champlet 2 with a little break from my regularly scheduled programming of in-depth analysis of properties and businesses to bring you a different GTA moment just for fun. My husband and I really like to play GTA together. In fact, he's the one who's responsible for my very well documented GTA addiction, which comes in handy because he can't get mad at me for playing too much since he's the one who started it. I was a huge Burnout Paradise fan once upon a time, and for those of you who don't know it, it's a simple, non-violent, cooperative kind of game where you drive some really great cars and they're a lot of fun. But one day I saw him playing GTA, and I noticed how amazing it looked. He was driving this really fast car down the freeway, and it was just gorgeous, and that was it. I was totally hooked. Little did he know he had created a monster. Well, we have a his and hers gaming setup at home with two big TV screens sitting right next to each other, and they look like one big giant widescreen. So I was on my way to do a nightclub sale where you pick up the delivery with the Cargobob and drop it out on the barge up here in Paleto Bay. And he saw where I was headed and decided he'd go ahead of me and go check out the barge. So this was my first attempt at putting together a split screen video, but I thought it'd be fun to show you how this all went down from both his perspective and from mine. This is how we see GTA when we're hanging out together online. So he went out there with his Oppressor Mark II, and I think there were like 3 or 4 guys on the barge, but I'm pretty sure none of them were armed. There might have been a guy up in what I guess is like a control room up on that higher level there. He might have had a gun, but I don't recall. There's one of the dead guys. So he just went out there and he kind of ran around the barge a little bit and waited for me to come in. And you can see me, he's pointing at me in the distance, coming in with the mule to drop it off. Like I said, I'd never done a split screen video like this before. I left the audio on from the game from both perspectives, so I hope it doesn't sound too weird. But I wanted you to be able to hear everything I hear and everything he hears. So there he is waiting for me, and as I bring it in, it's a really cool angle being there waiting for the truck to come down. And of course, I didn't quite judge the height of the barge again, so I fell down there a little bit, but I saved it. So I was going to try to figure out how to land the Cargobob on the barge too, but I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room. And there he is trying to see if he can get into my delivery truck, which of course he can't. They're always locked. But I'm trying to figure out where am I going to land this Cargobob. And he's looking around trying to see me. There I am. And at first I tried to put it over here, but the slope there on the runoff of the barge didn't work out so well, and I'm like crashing into my truck. So I pulled it back up and thought I'd try that again. Apparently I knocked my hubby over when I was doing that. And then here he is with his up and atomizer, and he tossed himself into the ocean there for a second. But then I'm coming back down and almost landed on his head. But I wanted to check out the barge too. I've never done that before. I don't know if any of you have. That was kind of a neat idea he had. So I wanted to check it out for myself. And he had already tried. He had run all around this section of the barge, and apparently there's no place you can climb up. He had his oppressor with him, so he just flew up there, his Mark II. And there's one of the dead guys. I was trying to find something I could climb up on to get up there because I obviously didn't bring my Oppressor Mark II. But here's on his screen you can see he just got into his, and he's getting back up there to check it out. And I'm assuming that is some kind of a control room maybe for the barge. I don't know if he tried to go in that door or not. He must have there when he walked past it. So he gets back on his bike and comes down to see me. And I'm waving at him. Hi, hubby. So we were just figuring, I'll just get in the Cargobob. You've got your oppressor. We're going to head back to the bunker and do a resupply because we had just sold a bunker right before I went to sell my nightclub. And so I said, I'll just hop in my Cargobob. And then, I don't know, we kind of got this crazy idea. So he flew up here on top of the mule, and I thought, I wonder if I can pick him up. So I tried. So he's going to sit right there, and I'm going to see if I can hook him. I already hooked him once. He married me. But anyway, thought I'd see if I could do it in GTA. And here it goes. It's always so hard to judge exactly where that hook is, but boy, it sure helps when you can see it on another screen. That makes it a lot easier. But still not totally easy. And I finally think right around here, maybe. Ah, that got him. And it looks like the hook is going like right through his shoulder down to the gas tank on his oppressor. He said it didn't hurt too much, so it's okay. It was really weird. I was having a lot of trouble flying the Cargobob. It was pulling kind of funny. And I don't know if it was just like a drag from pulling the oppressor or what, but it was really awkward. And right about this time, just as I was finishing up the sail, for some reason he just kind of came unhooked. Just right here after, there we go, he like almost flies up into the back of the Cargobob, so maybe I was just flying too fast. There he goes. And then it just unhooked.
And the sale is made. You get the cash.
So, yeah, there's my little call from Tony, and I hung up on him. So I just told hubby, I said, well, go ahead and land up here on the peninsula, and I'll pick you back up, and we'll try it again. So I did kind of a deep dive there with the Cargobob. Try to get down there as quickly as I could. He's already almost there. So I just came down here and tried to grab him back up again on the Cargobob. Don't you wish you had that second screen all the time so you could actually see where the Cargobob was going? Really hard to get the depth perception right when you're flying that thing. And so, there we go. Off again. It was funny because it just, I don't know if it's because of the wings or whatever on the oppressor, but it just kept pulling him back really far there, or maybe it was, me flying too fast. But he had a blast. We had a good time. I'm sure other people have done this, but we had never tried it before. So there's a little moment from our husband and wife gaming experience, and thank you very much for watching. A like for the video and a subscription to my channel are always greatly appreciated. There's a link in the video description below to my Discord channel. Come on in and chat with us. There's some really cool people in there. We have a lot of fun, and we banter around some ideas for videos and talk about different stuff in the game. Get some really great pointers in there. Come on by and say hi. See you next time.